Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me Gauri. Today I'm sharing a sitting Barbie cake recipe. I made it for my birthday. It is blueberry vanilla flavored. It is super tasty and very flavorful. So let's see how to prepare this. For this, I have taken a bowl. You need to keep a sieve and you need to sift in 1 cup of all-purpose flour or maida and add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I have used only half teaspoon as mine is double acting. And you don't need baking soda in this recipe. You just need to add in a pinch of salt to balance the taste. And you need to sift in 3 times so that our cake turns out very light and very spongy. And at last, mix it using a whisk or a fork and keep it aside. And here I've taken a 8-inch cake tin. I am lining it with butter paper. So first I'm brushing some oil and keeping the butter paper. And the cake tin is ready. Now into a clean and a dry bowl, crack in 4 room temperature eggs, and you need to beat it using an electric beater. Once you've beaten almost like for 1 minute, add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And here I've taken 1 cup of powdered sugar. This is after powdering. I have measured 1 cup. You need to add it slowly, like add it little by little so that there are no lumps all in the egg. Then beat it till it becomes very creamy, fluffy, pale. And our egg mixture is ready. Into that, add in 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil or any vegetable oil. Make sure it is having no flavor and no smell. You just need to beat it for 30 seconds, otherwise the beaten egg will not be this fluffy if you beat it for long. And just mix the dry ingredients and add spoon by spoon and fold it using a spatula. So since it is blueberry cake, I'm adding some blueberry crush over here, around 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon at a time, and fold it again. And again adding 1 more tablespoon. So totally I'm adding 2 tablespoons of blueberry crush. And again fold it the same way. And for the color, I'm using red food color. I'm using tomato color. This is gel color. You need to add more of red color, and half the quantity of the red color you need to add blue color. So since mine blue color is liquid, you may feel like I'm adding a lot, but since it is liquid, I'm adding this much. If it is gel color, you may add half the quantity of how much I've added for red. So you can see you will get a beautiful purple or a violet color as a blueberry is having. And since the color was less, I'm adding one more, like one drop of red color and half of that of blue color. And you may add it while mixing the dry ingredients so that over mixing doesn't happen and your cake turns out very spongy. And our cake batter is ready. Now transfer it to the prepared cake tin. The cake batter is really fluffy. And just tap it a few times and run a skewer so that there are no air bubbles, and bake it in a preheated oven. Now for making the vanilla cake, here I'm sifting in half cup of maida or all-purpose flour and add in half tablespoon of milk powder. And here I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Since mine is double acting, I'm adding only 1/8, which is which is half of 1/4. And add in 2 pinch of baking soda and a pinch of salt. And you need to sift it 3 times and just mix it and keep it aside. And here I have cracked 2 eggs into a clean and dry bowl and beat it for around 1 minute. And you need to add in half teaspoon of vanilla essence. And here I've taken half cup of powdered sugar. This is after powdering. I've measured half cup. And you need to add it gradually and beat it till it becomes pale, fluffy, and creamy and becomes double in size. So you can see our egg is turning creamy, and now it's done. And now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil. You may use vegetable oil. Make sure that it doesn't have any flavor or it should be odorless. And just give it a mix like around 30 seconds, otherwise the beaten egg would deflate. And here our blueberry cake is ready. So you can see the cake has turned out very nice, and it's very spongy. And I'm just tapping it a few times so that it comes out easily. And remove the butter paper, and I'm slicing, like layering the cake into 2 layers. and it was like when the cake was baking, it had a very good smell of the blueberries because we added the crush, and keep it aside. And it was very spongy and very flavorful cake. And now for the vanilla cake, you need to just mix the dry ingredients and add spoon by spoon, and give it a fold it. That would be much better. And now I'm adding 1.5 tablespoon of milk, room temperature milk. And now, as we're using blueberry cake, I thought of giving some strawberry flavor. So I'm giving some 3/4 tablespoon. I'm adding 3/4 tablespoon of strawberry syrup into the vanilla batter. I'm using Hershey's brand strawberry syrup. You may use homemade too, and it's optional. And here I'm adding half teaspoon of vinegar, and our batter is ready. Immediately transfer into the cake tin. I have used the same cake tin. I have just changed the butter paper and cleaned the cake tin. That's it. And you need to bake it immediately. As we've added vinegar, the reaction would happen very soon. So bake it the moment, and just tap it and run a skewer so that the air bubbles are released. And now for the frosting, I've taken here 2 cups of whipping cream. First I took 1.5 cup, which was not enough. So you can take 2 cups, which would be more than enough. And here I've taken 1 cup of milk. This is for the soaking, and add in sugar, powdered sugar or condensed milk as per your taste. And I'm adding few drops of vanilla essence. You may add whipping cream also to make the syrup thick. That's up to you. And here I've applied some cream on the cake board, and I'm placing the first layer. I've divided blueberry into 2 layers, and I'm placing the first layer. It is very soft. You can see the texture to just come out really nice. And soak it with the milk syrup which we have prepared. So if you want your cake to be moist, soak it with enough of the milk syrup. And now add the whipped cream and spread it evenly. And now I'm keeping the vanilla layer. So before that, I'm adding the blueberry crush. You may use homemade too, or you may buy it, which you get in the bottles, and just add it according to your preference. Now I'm placing the second layer, which is the vanilla sponge. It has come out very spongy, and the top part, which comes when you're baking in oven, it is better to remove so that the cake will be well soaked with the milk syrup. I have removed it so that the cake gets soaked really well, and soak it with the milk syrup. And now add the whipped cream and add a layer of it and spread it evenly. Now, since I've used strawberry syrup in the vanilla sponge, I'm adding some of the strawberry syrup as fillings also. You may even use strawberry crush. And I am I have some white compound with me, so I'm grating it and adding that also. I actually added so much. It's not necessary that you need to add this much. Even adding around 1 or 2 tablespoon would be more than enough. And I'm adding some drops of blueberry crush here and there. And now I'm placing the last layer of the blueberry cake, which is the blueberry sponge. Now for I wanted the flavor of blueberry to come intensely, so I'm adding some more blueberry crush on top. It's not necessary. And spread it well, and soak it with the milk syrup. So I have completely used the milk syrup for the 3 layers equally, so that my cakes remains moist even after refrigerating. So I'm just poking some holes. I'm just poking it with the skewer so that the milk syrup enters easily, as this is the last layer. So a last layer of the cake, so I've kept it on the top. Now add the whipped cream, and you need to cover it really well. So you can see my whipped cream is not that stable. That's because of the it's very hot here, and I couldn't make it because when I had whipped the cream at the same in the same packet I have used like around 1 cup, and I whipped it. It came out perfect. But when I used for this cake, I don't know, it was not whipping up to the stiff peaks. So it is quite difficult for me to shape it up. That is why the cake has not come out that perfect. But it's fine still. And now I have taken the doll. It is having only one leg. You will get it in the baking accessories where you get the baking things. You will get it at that shops. If it has 2 legs, also no problem is there. Just use some sellotape and keep it inside the cake. and just tie its hair so that you will be able to add the designs. And now here I've taken 2D nozzle, which I've filled with white and the pink whipped cream, which I've added pink food color. Now I'm going to pipe some rosettes, and yeah, for that now you have to line the Barbie cake where you're going to pipe the design. So before piping into the cake, make sure you pipe it into the plate, so that just checking out whether both the colors come out. And it was perfect, and I started piping it in the cake. And you can see, like, I kept it in the freezer, took it, kept it in the freezer, took it. So that way I could somehow manage it with the cream. But it was quite difficult for me as the cream was not that stiff. But then later results were good. Now I'm piping the design, rosette design. It is quite easy, and you can even do much more, like, better designs. This also really looks good, but then you can do more complex designs also. And now it's ready. Now I've taken some sugar balls, this edible sugar balls. Now I'm placing it on top of each rosette, in the middle of it, and it looks pretty now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon and press the option all for more such updates. And here I'm adding some more whipping cream and leveling it, even though that also did not become that stiff, but still I'm trying my best. And now I'm for the upper part of the dress, I'm just piping up some pink cream and just leveling it using a offset spatula. And it's a plain design and it looks beautiful though. And on top of it, I am adding some sugar balls, as you can see, like this. It's very simple and looks really nice. And now I'm just leveling the cake. You can see, like, leveling the cake for more perfection, like, since my cream was not that stiff, this come out somehow good. And now for writing the name, I'm using some melted dark chocolate, and I have used one silicone alphabet mold here. You need to add the dark chocolate to whatever letters you want, and just scrape it off using a scraper at the last, so that you get a perfection. And you need to freeze it, and it comes out very easily as the mold is made of silicone. And the cake is ready, as you can see. I have refrigerated it, and this is the final look. The rosettes look very good, and it's come out really nice. And I've done some pearl work in the sides, as you can see. And I've written my name, happy birthday, with the chocolate mold. It was very easy to use that. I recommend to people who are weak in writing in cakes like me. The cake design is very simple and it tastes really good. And I've shared an image, a picture of the cake slice, since I couldn't shoot it when I was cutting the cake. And hope you all love this recipe and do give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. Bye.